Hello, I'm Sophia Caceres, and in this video, I'll be talking to you about the year 1960. One of the world events that occurred was the first atomic bomb in France. On February 13th, 1960, France conducted its first nuclear test, and its code name was Jerbois Blue, or Blue Jerboa. The meaning behind France deciding to create this bomb was to regain its global standing and assert its national sovereignty. France believed that with a nuclear power in their possession, it would make them a more respected player in the global stage and reduce its reliance on other countries for defense, particularly the US. However, it should be noted that the tests in Algeria and the South Pacific have had long-term environmental and health consequences, similarly to any other atomic bomb testings. Now, the election of 1960. The first two most important things about elections are probably who's running them. First, John F. Kennedy was a part of the Democratic Party while Richard Nixon was in the Republican Party. Previously, Kennedy was senator from Massachusetts and Nixon a representative and senator from California. For the first time ever, the two candidates running for the world's highest office had a national television audience judging their performances. On September 26, 1960, an estimated total of 60 to 70 million viewers watched the first debate. It was later came to be known as the Great Debates. In the end, Kennedy won the presidential election on November 8, 1960, with 303 electoral votes and this many popular votes, compared to Nixon, 219 electoral votes and this many popular votes. During the 60s, there was a rise of popular authors such as Dr. Seuss and Harper Lee. Dr. Seuss was an American author and illustrator of popular children's books. His books are known for its playful rhymes, nonsense words, and unusual cartoon creatures. The two books released in the year 1960 were Green Eggs and Ham, published on August 12th, and One Fish, Two Fish, Red Fish, Blue Fish, published on March 12th. Both of these books were extremely popular, making Dr. Seuss rise in popularity in his genre. The next author, Harper Lee, published To Kill a Mockingbird, a Southern Gothic and Bildungsroman novel. This story was set in the Great Depression and explored the themes of racism, violence, and social injustice. It was also a coming-of-age story based on a girl named Scout. Both of these authors' books are still popular in the current day, despite their release being over 60 years old. Oh, and here's a picture of the books. Here's the Dr. Seuss books. Here is Harper Lee's book. One of the most popular movies in 1960 was Psycho, released on June 16, 1960, and directed by Alfred Hitchcock. This film's trailer was somewhat abnormal, with Alfred Hitchcock touring the sights of each scene, creating suspense before even knowing what the movie was. This film takes place with Marion Crane, played by Janet Leigh, on the run after stealing $40,000 from her employer in order to run away with her boyfriend, Sam Lewis, played by John Gavin. The suspense is built when these characters end up in a rural area with practically no one around. When this movie came out, it shocked the entire world, making millions of dollars. The shower scene in Psycho is one of the most famous, groundbreaking, and terrifying moments in the thriller genre. Though it's only 45 seconds long, the scene took a week to film, with 78 camera setups and 52 cuts. Because of the success in the movie Psycho, it opened up the door for more directors to tell scary and disturbing tales in movies. And some popular songs that rose on the charts in 1960 were El Paso by Marty Robbins, Stuck on You by Elvis Presley, and He'll Have to Go by Jim Reeves. And the last thing I'm going to talk to you about is fashion during the year 1960. It shifted from the elegance of the late 1950s to more youthful, rebellious styles. This decade saw the rise of miniskirts, shift dresses, and the adoption of bolder colors and patterns in clothing. Some of the patterns included things like paisley, which I have an example here, like this, patterns like these, and polka dots, tie-dye, geometric prints, floral designs, and psychedelic prints. Some things like this as well. These patterns were mostly seen on items like dresses, skirts, pants, and other clothing items. Some of the other items that were popular as well in the 60s were go-go boots and bell bottoms. Here are some examples of what that would look like. Thus, the year 1960. Thank you so much for watching. Goodbye.